Ladies and gentlemen, the iDubbbz wife slash Anisa Johma arc of this channel may be finally coming to an end, at least for now. As yesterday she would go on Twitter and post an apology about her recent shenanigans regarding everything going on, regarding her comments about commentary channels and the Creator Clash 2 situation, and pretty much everything else. Let's dive into it. Before we address the apology, I do want to bring up this funny tweet that she posted on June 6th, which was 2 days ago at 12 p.m., so around noon. She says, Yoko Ono is a smart and talented woman who overcame the aftermath of World War II in Japan and went on to create iconic performance art pre-John Lennon. She was hated for not fitting into the expected norm for a famous man's wife. It is not an insult to compare me to her. And for context, that is exactly the person who she was being compared to, Yoko Ono, which is a popular figure, I guess you could say, a celebrity of sorts, who was best known for kind of breaking up the Beatles and interfering in John Lennon's life. So very similar to Anisa Johma's impact on iDubbbz's life, at least in my opinion. And she would go on to say, it's actually my favorite insult that I receive. It only makes me sad because it's unfair to her. She is an extremely brave and strong woman who is reduced to her relationship. I will always give her her flowers. And again, this is some type of strange gaslighting because she sees herself as Yoko Ono, and despite me not really thinking Yoko Ono was as talented or as creative or as much as an artist as Anisa here thinks, I will definitely say that she is more influential and more famous than Anisa Johma will ever become. And this guy, Widow Tits, would say, I don't know if screaming into a microphone is iconic, and Anisa would say it is because you're referencing it, which takes a lot of balls to say, especially because the entire reason she's been relevant in the internet sphere lately is because she basically screamed into a microphone. She had like no makeup on, her hair was looking crazy, and she was going bananas, flipping off the camera. So I guess in her eyes she is iconic for that, despite having an internet freak out now having to apologize to it because it was just overall very cringe to do. And this guy Argit Lamb, hopefully I'm saying that right, would say, yeah, she's incredibly brave. And there's a video by Historic Vids where he's saying Yoko Ono wouldn't stop screaming during the performance, so they shut off her mic. Nisa says, this was probably one of her most iconic performance art pieces, hence why you're linking it. Argit would say, ruining a great performance by two of the best performers of all time isn't art. It's selfish. Anisa says, it's art because you're feeling something. It's making you think and express things. Art can be selfish. And if you look at these posts, you might already notice like the ratio in Anisa's comments. Almost every time she says something, she ends up getting 20, 16, 13 replies. And it's people just kind of calling her out for being not the smartest human being alive. Especially like right here, Argit Lamb, who is a account with 150 followers, ends up getting like 5-6 times the amount of likes for simply stating that, yes, screaming over John Lennon, who is an extremely talented and influential singer, and another guy who's also extremely talented and influential, is not exactly art or some sort of performance to send a message. And Elijah Theory would say it's not art. Stop trying to spin this. She ruined the song. Simple as that. She's selfish. Which again is kind of just hilarious because Anisa's trying to paint herself as this influential figure, the next coming of Yoko Ono Christ over here. But in reality, she is, trying to spin this, ruining the song, and the song in question being iDubbbz, being Creator Clash, being this whole Twitch sphere and the internet, blah, blah, blah. And I guess her performance piece being brought to the world and question is her freakouts, her public internet freakouts, her rage, her hypocrisy. You know, just the other day I made a video of her making fun, insulting Boogie2988, who all he said on stream was he says like he wishes her well, he wishes her luck with her career. And she would go and insult him and say, oh, well, I don't want to hear anything from a guy who spends all of his money on escorts and fake teeth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna debate with a dude who spent most of his money on escorts and fake teeth and whoever the f else they have on there. I think they've already defeated themselves by existing.
When Anisa is literally an online escort for OnlyFans. Anyways, she would finally apologize at 7 p.m. later that night. She says, I'd like to apologize to people who follow me on here for my tweets over the past few days. I don't want my content to center around responding to things that shouldn't take up anyone's brain space. Especially in the world we're in today, it just isn't good for anyone. So now I ask the question, what else are people going to follow you for? As we've seen on your Twitch streams and content online, you're not exactly an entertaining person, a funny person. Your rage compilations are pretty funny. You know, that's why a lot of people are looking forward to you becoming a lolcow and going on the lolcow live podcast, because that would have made some pretty good content. But I guess for like all 100 of your fans on Twitch who want to watch you play Baldur's Gate, you know, good for them. But yeah, even in these replies, she's pretty much just getting cooked. This guy says, why do you feel the need to tell your live stream stories about Ian yourself? There's no apparent reason to do that unless you want to publicly humiliate your partner. Is that the reason?
I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
No.
Because since I've known you, you've always had, like, IBS. You've always been shitting yourself.
Yeah, well.
And this guy says, tweet these nuts, little bro. That's something I would say, honestly. You seem like you can't handle being a streamer with all your mental health issues and the way you act. Why don't you just get a normal job, in quotations, and quit forcing everyone to take part in your mental breakdowns? Like, holy f***, just stop. Just f***ing quit already. Which, I like that one the most because, again, you know, this whole situation started because she was freaking out about commentary channels saying that they've never worked a day in their life, and you know, she used to be the big head honcho over our Dairy Queen, so that put her in the position to create Creator Clash too, because you know, she was the head honcho. She was swinging that vanilla custard. She knew what was happening. And so, obviously, the commentary channels, who probably make more money than her at this point, just wish they could be on her level. They wish they could be hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt to Creator Clash, to failing, all the money going to the celebrities at the event, but none of it going to the actual kids for the charity. Hey, it is what it is. And that's just about it for today's video, guys. I do appreciate you all sticking around through the Anisha Johma arc, the Austin Powers arc, the Yoko Ono arc, whatever the case may be. We have witnessed the rise and fall of this creator in such a short time, and I'm glad that I've been able to document most of it for the past few weeks. It's been pretty fun, and I do appreciate you guys always stopping by, so if you have not already, please drop a like, please subscribe, and I hope to see you all in my next video coming very soon.